Talk with Adore
and Daisy. Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode. We are back today with some wine. This is a Detroit Black-owned business. This wine is really good. It is called Eye Candy. This is a new wine. So we can put in the description box where you can find this wine. So we did want to start off something a little different today than usual. We now have this You Are Not Alone movement. So we did have a recent event. So I got a letter to my younger self.
All right, let's hear it.
With the year ending, we want to talk about goals and what we accomplished. So, dear younger self, I am so proud of all the obstacles that you have overcome to get to where you're at. You have turned into the most beautiful woman that I know. No matter what came your way or what challenges you may have faced along the way, you're doing just fine. Those moments that you faced alone have molded you into such a great woman. With God on your side, you can't fail. You're designated for greatness. Don't give up. You are not alone.
Ooh, I like that. So, mine says, Dear love, you are not alone. Whenever you feel like you're at the bottom, the only place you can go is up. Don't beat yourself up about it because it's not all figured out. Make plans and stick to them. Life happens and it will keep happening, but you have to keep going. Stay focused on what's important. Don't give energy to anything that's not relevant to your day-to-day life. Make yourself happy, and what's for you will always be for you.
Okay. So when I'm at the bottom, I know I'm only going to the top.
That's it. That's the only place you can go.
So we got a special guest today. We want you to introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are, what you got going on, and we're going to talk about it.
All right. My name is Cort to you. I go by Cort. I'm a business owner. I got my own clothing line. I'm a part-time rapper. I talk shit. Really, I don't rap. I mean, that's really it. The business part. I just do what works for me. So
as you should.
I sell lashes. I sell clothes. I sell hats. I sell shirts. I sell hoodies. Whatever. It's just, this income don't work. We're gonna try something else. We're gonna keep that shit going.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was looking for a hat today. I'm running out of hats.
You came with gifts. I got a hat in mine.
It's a rich vibe.
It's a rich vibe. So this is your brand.
Yeah.
I like this.
This so fire.
Yeah. I love hats. I was just saying I needed a new hat.
Literally.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Because honestly, we hadn't been, we had kind of took a break on recording. So, we took a break.
Yeah. I couldn't come empty-handed. So.
Okay. And I think I got a t-shirt too. Yeah. Rich Vibes. You want to tell the people where they can find it?
Yeah. And it's my favorite color. I'm right there on 7 Mile Evergreen. You can hit me up on _Cort to you, CORT, the number 2, you, __. I do customs. I ain't consistent.
You not?
I'm not.
Let's talk about it. Why not?
I don't know. It's like I do so much of everything. So it's like I sell hair. When something going, I go with it for a few months, and then as soon as it slow down,
you be on to the next.
Else. Yeah, like all right, I'm gonna focus on this because it's moving. Mm-hmm. But then when this ain't working, so I got a salon or whatever. So if this style is not here no more, let me sell a couple of hats this week that's gonna cover that booth rent, so it still makes sense. Mm-hmm. So that's just I need to stick to one thing, but then in a sense, it still makes sense when I'm doing 1,000 things because the money's still flowing the right way.
Okay,
I understand that.
So what makes you the most happiest? What do you feel like your purpose is?
Damn.
Let's talk about it.
I feel like all of it, because getting money, that shit make me the happiest. It's really just the income, the flow, because I could provide for my kids, and you know what I'm saying? They daddy locked up for 12, so it's like I gotta provide. You know what I'm saying? It's like they used to shit, so...
Yeah, mama gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's talk about mamas being the motherfucking backbone, okay? Because that shit is tough.
Hell yeah.
How many kids you got?
I got 2. I got a boy and a girl. They 9 and 10. They like twins.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So do you feel like
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, for sure. Like my son, he different, so he scream, "My mama ain't broke. I ain't you know." He telling girls he gonna buy them an iPhone 13.
Like what?
No, we're not, son.
No, we're not, son. Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I understand the gotta keep stuff going. I'm honestly struggling on trying to focus on one thing at a time as well, because it's like you said, like this be making sense right now. So let me execute on this right now. But then 3 months down the line, this is what's working right now. Yeah. This is what's working, so.
Yeah. I know that mom's gonna do whatever to provide, so I commend you on that when you said you got to keep the money coming because you have kids. So that's a purpose in its own. So do you feel like when you drift away from that, even though it's still going on, when you do music, do you feel like that puts you in a different bag? Do it put you in a different mood?
The music, I feel like, because I'm a shit talker anyway, so I can really just kind of just be free and express myself. And I don't know, it's just different. But I don't know, it's just easy. It's just easy when you doing it because it's the vibe that I give off anyway. I talk shit,
Mm-hmm.
And then just people just seeing you just from the appearance, they gonna think, oh, you this way, you that way. So it's like to talk shit, you basically backing that shit up because they seeing it, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and then just off the bill, I'm not doing shit for free. And that's just the reality of it. Motherfucker make a post and say, y'all just started rapping 2 weeks ago. You ain't nobody paying y'all. Yes, they are.
Right.
And they not doing a bare minimum either. And I'm not accepting a bare minimum because you're going to set the tone. So, or I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I feel that. It's definitely, you got to set the tone. And your price is your price.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Your price is your price. And don't let nobody undervalue you. You know your worth. Add text.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So if I'm too expensive for you, either you going to do what it take to work with me or, I'm just not that one for you. How long you been doing music?
I would say since June. So probably about 6 months.
Oh, so this new for you.
And you done dropped you done dropped videos. You done came.
Yeah. That's an investment itself.
It is. And then I got my boy, he always, like, we argue like cats and dogs about the smallest things. But then when you think about it, it makes sense because it's like, I don't know a lot of stuff. And then he knows shit, but it's still like, it's just a lot. But then at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it because, like I said, I already got booked and I'm not coming for less than a band. And people doing, shows for $100, no shade. But, that's just the reality of it, or for nothing. But I'm not. So we set a 6 month goal because I just do it for fun. So at the end of the day, I'm like, if I don't do shit in 6 months, I ain't doing this shit no more because I'm so inconsistent.
Oh, God, you cannot put time in it on stuff like that. You cannot.
That's something you gotta build. You gotta build.
It's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah,
6 months is like overnight, bro.
No, for sure.
That's like overnight
with music.
But honestly, I have a problem with that too because I'm not patient. Like I was working on a house, I wanted that bitch to be done in 10 days. I just knew it was going to get done. What? Contractors going missing, they stealing, they not coming, they not showing up, they not working. That 10 months takes into like 10 days into like 5 months. I'm like, this is
5
so.
months still not even nothing.
Okay, it is though. When you wanted it to be done in, less than 30 days, like damn, like that's like a whole year. So
yeah,
I'm working on my patience. That's something that I want to work on in 2022. Is being patient because I like to rush things. I want stuff to happen right then, right there, like right now. Like I see it, I think it should be done. Like so I'm working on that.
Who all have you worked with and who all do you want to work with? See yourself working with?
Right now I did a couple of features. He haven't dropped yet. Reefer and then he go by Ronte, but his name is Laronte on the internet. I don't try to put my name on a lot of stuff because I kind of want to stay exclusive. So, because I know I'm a pop, so I don't want to do too much too soon. But I do want to work with Peasy, and I do want to probably work with Jay Swan.
That's what's up.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Detroit. I'm from East Warren.
Oh, you're from the East Side.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. You think it's the difference between East Side girls and West Side girls?
Yeah, for sure.
That's funny. We always ask. They say it's a difference.
Yeah, I only ever really heard it on the internet for real, but we do typically try to ask people when we find out where they from.
Yeah, where y'all from?
West
On the west
side.
side.
Yeah. East side like a whole different world. I need a GPS when I'm over there. It's like I'm not familiar with the area. Like it's like a whole nother state to me when I'm on the east side. I don't really go over there that much. But
what made you get into clothes, selling clothes, and how did you come up with the name Rich Vibes?
So the clothes was just basically off because I be fresh. You know what I'm saying? I like dressing myself, and that's the big. I wear something that won't wear it again. Like that's the real. I didn't say I ain't got nothing to wear.
Oh, that's
Rich Vibes is just something, just getting it out the mud. Like even if you gonna make it a vibe, like you know what I'm saying. That's just something that I stood on, just grinding. Like I wasn't spoon fed or nothing. So everything I got, I worked hard for. So it's always a rich vibe.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a lit name.
So, did this just come along this year too?
No, Rich Vibes been since like the end of 2019.
That's what's up.
Period.
And they can get that at your salon?
Yep, at my salon, or you can DM me on the internet.
That's real. Rich Vibes. I'm so happy to get me a new little shirt.
Yeah.
Definitely get to wear me. I love me a good hat.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. I was just talking about that. But I did want to ask, what did you learn about yourself this year? Like, what is the biggest thing that you learned?
I'm going to go off of what you said, the patience. I have zero patience.
It is so crazy as we get older. Like you're supposed to get better with that.
Yeah, it's getting worse. I did just tell myself the other day, patience. But what I did learn for sure is not making other people's problems my problems.
Okay.
Like, I always try to find myself because I'm in a better position, no matter if it's family, friends, or whatever. I always try to take their problems and figure it out for them. Versus when I'm in a crutch or I got a problem, don't nobody even know I got a problem because I just figure that shit out and do it. So I got to stop taking everybody else's stuff personal and just letting them figure it out, giving them maybe some advice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm putting more stuff on my shoulders and I'm already taking care of my kids by myself. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you. I was just talking to my homeboy about, people so dependent on you. They feel like you're supposed to do this. Like, they start feeling like you owe them that, or like, that's your responsibility. When no, I was really just being a helping hand. I was overextending myself. And I'm not gonna lie to you, going into 2022, I feel the same way. I'm not overextending myself for nobody. Because like you said, when you have a problem, don't nobody even know. Ain't nobody checking on me. Like, nobody, you feel me? Like, so I am not overextending myself. Like, if
I feel like we all go through stuff and we all have problems. So I would hate for me to make my problem somebody else's problem. Because it's like we all
going through.
Yeah. So
like, at least ask me, damn, hey, how you doing today? Before you be like, you got this. Like, what? Damn, bitch, no.
My biggest lesson I learned this year is that I need to set boundaries. Like, it's not too late to set boundaries.
Never.
You got to set boundaries with everybody in your life. Your parents, your siblings, your cousins, the people you deal with, the person you date, just anything. Like, you literally have to set boundaries, because I feel like if you don't have boundaries, then it's just a lot of riffraff. Like, people expect stuff, or you supposed to be doing this, and it's just
they feel like you obligated.
Yeah. And this year, that's like one of the biggest lessons I learned, because at the end of the day, we all got the same 24 hours. So, like, if I get to a space in my life and I don't tolerate gossip and drama, don't call my phone with that. If somebody calling me with that, you know what? Let me call you back. Let me take this call. I'm going to call you back. Like,
set them boundaries.
Yeah, like, you have to do that, because I don't want to hear that. Like, that's not helping me.
It's throwing the vibe.
You know what I mean? Like, and then today I might not be in the best mood. Just call and check on somebody. Hey, how you doing? You know what? I was just calling to see if you was all right today. Like,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do that anyway just because I'm a caring person. But no, I can't. I didn't been bound. Like, no boundaries forever, and like, just people just like run over you if you let them. Like,
man.
and it's not to say like you weak or nothing, but you know, you always that person that always answer your phone. Like, sometimes don't answer the phone. Like, I'm not available right now. You need to contact me a little earlier in the day. Like, you know, something like that, you know. So,
do not disturb me, okay? My phone stay on do not disturb. Like,
yeah, definitely. I might get this wrong. I always get it wrong. Do you feel like you are a product of your environment? Like, how do you feel about that saying?
Let me see. I feel like the energy that I'm around, it'll take me back to the way I used to be, because I was just like a super hothead, just popping. I done been on probation 1,000 times. I done been in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed of shit. So it's
period.
like, you know what I'm saying? But I got shit to lose, especially with me being that designated parent. I can't risk it. So being around somebody else in their situation to fuck around and put me in some other shit, because I'm not paying attention and trying to defend them and just be loyal in my mind. Mm-hmm. So I just try to stay out the way. So I think definitely a product of your environment is the people and the energy you keep.
You want to know what's so crazy? People will tell you acting funny. How? Mm-hmm. How am I acting funny? Because you don't have anything to lose and I do. So the things that you do, I can't even relate.
I can't do it.
It's just the growth.
Yeah. So I feel like when you grow and like, I did, you know, look at your videos and Instagram. Obviously, I don't judge people off their social media, so I couldn't tell, you know, what type of person you was. But as soon as you walked in, you had good energy. Like, of course, I feel like we all got a pass, but you sound like, you know, you got big things on the way. You going places and like everybody can't go. Mm-hmm. I was telling somebody the other day, and she just like passed a really, really big test, and she did like a big milestone in her life. And I was telling her, like, people gonna act like they happy for you, but they really not. They happy for you in a way, but they don't want you doing better than them.
Mm-hmm. Pass them up.
So it's like, when you pass people up that thought you would never elevate or thought you would be the same person forever, like it's kind of almost like scary to them, and it's like they saw a ghost when they see you doing good. Like, and it's just like, that's sad that people think about that, because when I wasn't winning or when I was down or when I was just stagnant, I was never not happy for nobody.
Right. Always rooting you on for sure.
So
always.
I definitely feel that statement is true. Like, I deal with people from a distance. I still come around. I speak when I'm supposed to, but no.
All the extras.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. So have you dealt with people like that, portraying that they, you know, they fuck with you, but they really not that happy for you? They not.
I still deal with shit like that. The craziest thing about it is, it's people around me that I know they said shit or they still around me and still saying shit, but I deal with them how I deal with them. Like,
mm-hmm. You don't even got to address it.
I don't got to, because I know the vibes and I know how you really feel about it. It's like, the reality is people will be in competition with you, and you had your turn. You had your chance X amount of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And your time passed and you still not on the level I'm on. So it's like,
it's no competition.
But then they still want to be around just to be there, just to see, and just to have something to talk about. So that's just the reality with that.
Yeah, I really do. I do believe outgrowing people. And people feel like outgrowing people that we supposed to be beefing. Why are we going to beef? Like, I don't really feel like that should even be a factor, because I want to better myself. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to grow. I want to be successful. And success takes sacrifices that people not willing to take. It takes growth that people not willing to take, because in order to grow, you got to start holding yourself accountable. Like, you got to think, like, I've been in this situation way too long. Like, okay, what am I doing that I'm not doing better? Or what am I doing that I can bring myself out of that? People don't want to be real with themselves. Like, and I know for a fact that's a thing, because I used to be so in denial about certain stuff in my head. I never wanted something to be a certain way. So I used to tell myself, like, no, this is what it is. Like, but then when you like start to grow, you be like, okay, I was wrong. I don't need to be around this person because they make me feel like this. Like, if I take myself out, eliminate myself, and go to work every day, or, do something for my business every day, I become way more productive. Then it's like, okay, I held myself accountable. Now I'm in a better spot. Like, but growth takes sacrifice that people are not willing to do.
Oh, they would rather enjoy the moment, live for the moment, turn up for the moment, and just still be there years down the line, because they never sacrificed anything. They didn't they wasn't disciplined. They just didn't. I mean, they was only living for the moment.
Yeah, and success, definitely. Obstacles going to come your way. Things are going to be meant to break you, and people going to look at you like, that was supposed to break her. That's supposed to take her out the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, how did she surpass that? Like, you know, and it's just crazy how people think. But I think that
people just be around you just
for the wrong reasons.
They be around you for the wrong reasons.
But I had asked you that because you said you just started rapping this year. So, like, obviously with music brings you around other people, you know, people that's in the industry and stuff like that. So I just, you know, wanted to see, like, have you even encountered that within 6 months?
As far as rap beef or just rap
No. Just like, you know, people that you was around and you probably came out of nowhere with it. You probably didn't tell nobody. You probably just popped up with a song and stuff. So
I just feel like not even just with the rapping, it's just everything. Cause it's like when I just went. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when I was in Greenfield Plaza, like, you know what I'm saying? That was just like really my first go around with my first store, first everything. So everything was new, like literally everything was new. And then I opened up a storefront or whatever on 7 Mile Evergreen. Like, quiet as kept, my shit got broke into like a couple of weeks ago. I ain't posted, I ain't say nothing, I ain't disclose it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I took the L to the chin. You know what I'm saying? And we just left it like that. But we don't know where it came from. You know, it could be hate. It could be just, we on 7 Mile. You don't know. It's the devil. Yeah.
That's what it is.
At the end of the day, I feel like I said, as far as like people being around, I know for a fact there's people around that shouldn't be around. But in due time, they'll be gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't put too much trust in nobody. So.
You can't. It's hard. That shit is terrible. It's crazy that you got to be like that. But like you said, in due time, that dead fruit will fall off the tree.
So, if you could tell somebody that's, you know, that want to do music or that want to open a storefront or that want to sell clothes or want to sell hair, want to sell lashes, from the things that you learned this far, what could you tell somebody that's just starting out?
Prepare to be broke. Nah. I say just prepare.
Shit, you ain't lying. Like, you gotta go through that.
You're gonna have some good months. You're gonna have some bad months. I mean, you could start off with a full salon. You could end with 2 people. You gotta prepare to not just all your pros spend them. You can't spend them. You gotta stack. So if it come down, you gotta cover this rent this month, or you gotta cover everything this month on your own. You gotta prepare so you don't just close up. There's so many businesses and stores that close up in a couple of months because they just be so happy they got a store. You know what I'm saying? It's bumping that point in time, and then not, you know, this shit.
Now you gotta go through the slow season.
The slow season.
It's a drought.
For sure.
You know, it happens. It's gonna be slow months.
So it's just that. It's just.
That's what all be.
The hate, everything. It's like, just
you gotta
everything.
Be able to keep going.
Yeah, keep going, and don't hate on other people. It's like, even when I see Daisy, like, I've been telling her forever, like, you motivation, this. I'm not a hater. I've never been a hater. You know what I'm saying? It's money for everybody. I feel like everybody can give you some type of source or motivation or whatever, to where you could pass it on and you could be motivation to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I just feel like grind.
I was just on a podcast the other day, and it was like women that I've never seen before. They all women bosses, they moms, they wives. And I never seen them before. And that was the question they wanted to know, like, why do women feel like we all supposed to be against each other or we hating on one another? Instead, like, we all do something different, or even the ones who do the same. Like, do you know how much further we can go if we all stuck together? They like when a new woman walk in the room and you never seen her before, people looking at you like, oh, she thinks she like, and I'm like, this is not high school. Like,
it ain't, but some people mind still be there. Like it's stuck like some people, they enjoy, I don't know, they enjoy negativity. They enjoy to shame somebody. Like they want you to feel as bad as they really are in real life. Like, so that's why they go talk about you. Like, I honestly feel like the miserable is the messy. Like, them the ones who, when a new girl walk in the room, they gonna be like, oh, she thinks she this. Lady ain't said nothing. She just walked in being herself. She don't think she thinks she's herself. But cause you feel like you feel threatened. You feel me? You feel threatened because of how your real life is. you go have the audacity to say that, you know, this how she walked in. Like, no, that's how you received me. That's crazy. I'm never hating on. I agree. I'm never hating on nobody. If anything, I'm gonna congratulate you. I'm gonna ask you. You know, can we work together? So anything, but I'm never coming mad. Like, I love to see women doing good. I love to see women striving and doing the things that people don't really want us to do, or we not used to. Yeah. Like, they so used to us being housewives but shit, we done end up becoming the providers around this bitch. We had to figure it out. We out here. We working for real. So I love to see it. I would never shame a woman for doing what she got to do what's best for her, like, at all. Like, you never know what they had to overcome, what they going through. You just never know. So if a woman is walking with her head up and she got her shit together, trust me, she done went through some shit to get there. So it's no reason for me to hate on her at all.
No, I feel like it's so much room for everybody to win and have a season and have, like, I feel like it could just be, it's going to be good regardless, even if you got to do it by yourself. But they take energy to hate on somebody. Like, how do you have that type of energy in the world? To just, it take 2 seconds to be like, you know what, I just checked your video out. Congratulations. I see you working. Like, what's wrong with that?
A little double tap.
Yeah. Little comment.
Little like, you know.
Cause they see it. They see it.
Sure.
Let's talk about when you post stuff, like you post stuff for promotion and maybe you don't.
And you don't get as many likes as you do when you, doing something else.
Or if you're negative. So if you have a moment and you're on there talking shit, everybody comment.
Oh, yeah. They go.
Everybody comment and watching. They watching as soon as you post it. But as soon as it's something positive or about some money.
Or making you better.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it.
They gonna scroll right past it.
No, they gonna read it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna say nothing, though. They gonna read it.
Just as, like you said, we just had an event. You are not alone. We posted the flyers. I don't care how many times we posted. Like, it was people, y'all just scrolling. You're not gonna like it one time? Like, damn. Like, I know you've seen this flyer. Like I said, we've been posting it for about 2 weeks.
I wasn't a horrible person when I was, like, coming up. Like, I always been, like, a good person. But obviously, I'm flawed. But it's not like I made, like, a drastic change. But, like, a lot of people that I didn't been there for and, like, supported and showed up, been the first person to that event, the first person to buy something, the first person to watch their YouTube channel, whatever it was that they was doing, like, I don't even get a congratulations. Like, or, you know what, I seen you. Like, I see you. Like,
it's that same support.
I don't know. I don't know. So it's like, I never was that person to be like, you know what, I'm matching energies, because I feel like when you matching energy, what if that person got a negative energy? I can't match negative energy. So I'm never ever using that term. But I just feel like I'm going to win regardless. So regardless if you give me a congratulations, regardless if you tell me you proud of me or that you see me or that you like what I'm doing, like, that don't really hurt my feelings. Like, I'm so glad I never got in that era where it's like, oh, my God, these people didn't support me. Like, that's bold.
There's
like,
people that be like that, though.
I couldn't even give myself that moment or time because that would have just put me down. Like, yeah, it was people that didn't show up to my event that I was sad about. But, I mean, I saw it, I noted it, and I'm moving on. We planning the second one now. So, so you can't dwell on the negativity because that will literally bring you down. Like, I'm one of those people that you can think yourself into negative energy. You can think yourself into positive energy. Like, and I listen to motivation every day of the week. Like, even on the days I don't want to get out the bed, like, I hear other people's stories that really made it. And I just be like, okay, he was homeless. I'm laying in my home. So, I mean, it could be worse. So let me get up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's a fact. You definitely cannot dwell on the negativity. You cannot give the negative. You can't give that your energy because it's go drain you. That shit is the negative.
Yeah. Also,
stay away.
When you said that you're not afraid of, like, the things that you went through and how you've been on probation and stuff, we got this movement and it's called "You're Not Alone." So we want people don't go to therapists, or people don't like going to therapists, or they don't feel like it works, or they, so like
it's kind of uncomfortable.
For sure.
So we made this movement to where we bring people around who've went through things, and like people come to an event and you talk about what did you do at this time when you were alone? What did you do to get through it? How did, stuff like that. And we found that to be something that works because it was people there that was going through the situations that people were talking about. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, definitely would like to have you as a guest, because like therapy, everybody not for that. They don't.
I went to therapy.
How was it?
I was not I was in there lying.
And listen, therapy does not. That's what people fail to realize. Therapy will not work. Look, people will not. Therapy does not work if you're lying. Like
I
it's
know
not.
I was there and telling this man the truth.
But I don't trust it.
I was covering up for the truth. I was telling him half. I just stopped going like this ain't it.
Because it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It was the complete opposite for me because he was a stranger, so he ain't know if I was lying or telling the truth. Although I was telling the truth. I was like, he don't know me. He ain't gonna.
It'd be hard to I ain't gonna lie.
And then it was like, I was like, he a stranger. Like, I'd rather tell a stranger than somebody I know that could go tell somebody else I know. True. So like, that's how I looked at it, and that's how it worked for me. So like, I was able to vent to somebody that I did not know, and he was on both. Can see it from both sides because he don't know me or the person. So that's how therapy worked for me, and that's how I went in. Because I vented to people that I've known, people that supposed to love me or that could possibly help me. And I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes when I vent to somebody, 10 minutes after that, I'm like, I shouldn't even call this person. Like, you know what I mean? And they may have not did anything, but it just make me feel like, maybe I didn't, but I
you
felt
in the moment.
Yeah, but I got to get this off my chest. But no, like that's why when I went to therapy, it worked for me. So I'm not saying it worked for everybody. In some situations, maybe a little deeper than mine. So, sometimes you do got to be careful what you say. But listen, I was in there like this man, and he was older. I'm like, oh yeah. He don't know me from a can of paint. And, he was just sitting out. But then I like to tell people to give it another shot because it could have been the person,
Right. Yeah.
So it's some people that know that we go through real life situations and they like, okay, put it on the table. Like, how did that make you feel? Or, people don't ask you questions if, they come to you. What do you know? Like, people that, like, they not gonna come to you like, well, Cort, you made me feel this way when you said X, Y, and Z. Like, it don't be like that, So it's like, I want to be that person that I could come to people, when you said this to me, it made me feel like this. People look at you like you weak. But no, I'm just being an adult and I'm trying to communicate what's wrong with me. But now you taking this another way. Now I got to turn, I don't want to have to do that. So... Yeah, I be holding it in now, so like,
that ain't good either.
It's not. But let's talk about communication.
That's my worst.
People don't know how to communicate.
That's your biggest flaw. You don't communicate
for sure.
You be tripping.
I hold it in, and then
if
I try to communicate, it come out so just all over the place. But in my mind, I know how I want to say it for real. Like I ain't even trying to trip for real, but I be tripping, and then I just think about that shit on my own. Like damn. I've rubbed somebody the whole complete wrong way, or I hold it in so much I just snap, and it'd be like, damn, if I would have just talked about it or something.
Yeah,
it's been like that forever though.
That might be something that you can work on in the future because obviously you becoming a better woman.
Yeah.
You got good things going on, and that's the least of the things that you want to be having to build up things and still trying to run a business, still trying to be a mother, still trying to
wrong time.
Yeah, so I really feel like even if you don't feel like you could talk to somebody, something that works for me, I got a journal and I write at night before I go to bed. And this be me. Dear journal, the world had me fucked up today. Like, and it's a pen and a paper. Yeah, nobody responded to me, but I'm getting it out in a way. Realistically, yeah, I might not be getting no advice. But it's like, at least I vented to something. Like,
no, for sure.
Then you could read it and be like, okay, maybe I was tripping right here. Then, sometimes or whatever. But, no, communication is key. Everybody don't have it.
Relationship, though.
Friendship, relationship.
Everything.
Yeah, with friendships, too.
Friendships, for sure.
Yeah. But people, friendships end so fast nowadays because of communication. Remember when we went to the podcast, they said that it'd be the smallest thing you could call that person up.
Yeah.
But the friendship end, but then you forget your nigga.
Yeah,
listen, they don't want to talk about that. we can talk about that. But they don't want to talk about that.
But that's definitely I don't know how that worked because Shit, I done been in that situation where I could have been off and I done forgave my nigga. So I mean, I don't know.
What was the situation though? Like, you don't got to go into detail, but like, what's the situation?
No, I'm not saying that it was like a certain situation, but I'm just saying like it's been times where I forgave a nigga. Not saying that it was something that they, that they did, but I'm just saying like I will give him more chances more than I gave a female. You feel me? Like, but
why do you feel like you did that?
Because as far as the female, like, I mean, see, and that's why it's like double standards, because as far as a man, you know too. So I say that to say, I feel like your friend, you feel like y'all more like sisters, like y'all more like, we really friends. Like, I feel like your soulmate, I don't know, they supposed to be your friend too, but I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why.
Why do you feel like? Do you know why?
No.
That's like no. And I don't know why either.
It's just weird. It's like, I don't know. I
can't even tell you.
Do y'all feel like it's because you intimate with a guy and like the intimacy?
See, that's what I was gonna say, but so since I'm intimate with this man. It is different. That's the only thing.
He really the closest to me, but I mean, he was wrong.
Really your best friend for
he's really the closest to you. You know what I mean?
He in your soul.
But my thing is this: like, you really should know. But moving forward, second chances. People are human. Kind of depends on the situation. So I can't say I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. But I do want to be able to be mature enough to analyze situations and think about it and communicate it. But
everybody ain't that mature.
Everybody not that mature. People be needing somebody to blame, so they gonna blame you.
A lot of people with friends, they just, even with your nigga, like, you get to the point he gonna be like, all right, babe, I was wrong.
That's what sure probably was coming with the nigga. He go,
don't do that. They not even gonna accept responsibility. They just gonna keep saying you. And just get to the point now we just going back and forth. So
just fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what? Not what. We ain't talking.
Yeah, just fuck that shit. Yeah, I ain't never ever like went back and forth with a friend. Like, I just literally was just like, nah.
Cold turkey. Like, that's what it is.
Like, you played your card. That's how it is. All right, cool. But it's crazy how that dick could do you. How you be like, babe, it's okay. How do you feel social media works with your business? What business is?
I feel like as far as like the salon and the clothing, I feel like Facebook. And people be sleeping on Facebook. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
The
Detroit Hair and Nails page, because I promote all my stylists. They be on it. Like, they be on it.
Yeah, Facebook.
I feel like it's more just a watching thing than
on
like
Instagram.
Facebook. Yeah. Like, and I felt like that for years. Like, I posted, but I don't even business stuff. A lot of stuff I just put on Facebook. I don't even put on Instagram no more.
Yeah, Instagram, they done changed the game on Instagram. Social media got such a, like, big platform. Like, people not even themselves no more. They don't want to be themselves. They gotta have this perfect ass life. I can't post a flaw. Like, too many people can't wait to see something wrong. So
I was trying to find this post. It was about single moms, but it was talking about single dads too. And because I feel like you're in a position like you're a single mom at the moment, how do you feel do you feel like, I guess what I'm trying to say, women can be deadbeats too?
Hell yeah. I feel like I know a couple of people that's really like full-time daddies. And even if you're not a full-time daddy, it's like just playing your role as being a father. Females, you have your kids, but it's all in that same time you spend in the club, the same time you spend on the internet, the same time you spending money on yourself. Do that shit for your kids. Like, a lot of people try to make an excuse, like, they too little, I ain't doing this for them, I ain't taking them there, or I ain't buying them this. I'm doing all that for my kids, all of it, because I can do it for myself. So it's like, but it's a lot of parents that mistake even buying something for a kid for that
as
time.
Parenting.
Yeah, as parenting. And it's the time, and both my kids straight A students. They've been straight A students since they've been in school. I don't play that. That's their only job. But they do what they supposed to, and that's why they spoiled.
Right.
If they was some losers, but if they was bullshitting in school, it wouldn't even be none of that.
Right.
So I just get them what they supposed to have because I ain't have it. So they ain't gonna be on the internet like, my mama ain't give me this, or I had to get it out the mud, whatever.
Say no.
Yeah, no. It was a debate. I can't find a post, but they was talking about like everybody always want to shame daddies for being deadbeats. Let's shame these mamas.
Yeah, because mamas will spend more time in the club than
For sure.
with their kid. And I just...
Mamas that spend more time with the dude than the kid.
Mamas will spend more time with a nigga that they just met than with their kids. Like, that ain't adding up, man. That's not adding up. I don't really have the choice, but I mean, I just still don't see myself being an inactive parent, like to where I don't even take my kids to school or I'm not picking them up from school. Like, I mean, you can co-parent as much as you want, but I've always known to be the sole provider, the main parent. So I just, who go have that responsibility if it's not me? Like, who? Like, who? Like, I mean, I just don't understand, like, how you could make that somebody else's responsibility knowing that you just carried a kid for 9 months and you not taking care of it. Like, I understand, yeah, people get fucked up, you might need to stay with your grandma for, a little while. But during that time, I'm doing everything I can to get my kid back so they can be with their mom. Like, I'm never coming, oh, well, they with their grandma, they good. Like, no.
It have been times when I first had my kids that they ate, I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Flat out. I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be hungry.
Starting over. They got beds. They got their jerseys. They got...
And I'm going to sleep on the couch.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, they going to always come first. Like, that's just my biggest priority. It's like being a mama, that's something that it's either in you or it ain't. That's just like hustling. It's either in you or it ain't. You got it or you don't. So
It's nothing you can teach. You learn along the way, but you learn to be the best mother you can be. Like, I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't. Like,
yeah, no, all my friends with kids, it's like I don't even call them to ask them to do stuff, especially on like a Wednesday, like, especially like just to go out and have. I'm not going to call her at 10 o'clock at night knowing she got to get up and take her kids to school in the morning. And it's not benefiting us.
Sleep with them at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I'm actually asleep. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Can you be friends with somebody like that, though?
No. I don't want to be friends with nobody that got kids that don't take care of their kids.
I cannot. I feel like you're not a real friend. No. If you, like, especially as a mother, like, I'm not even saying that it's okay for the dudes to do it, but guys do just be around their niggas all day, and they ain't seen their kid in months. They man's not gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna say nothing. But females, like, come on now, like, that's totally different. You can't even ride with me to the club because when the last time you seen your baby? Like, no, I'm cutting it to you. You not coming out with me? Like, you need to go take your baby out to eat or somewhere. Y'all need to go to the movies. Like, something like, people will go to the club. They don't date their kids. I date my kids so often. Like, out to eat, to the movies, to the park, just to the mall, anything out of town. Yeah. If I go out of town, I'm going to take my kids out of town next, and then I'm going to go out of town again. Like, that's how that works for me. Like, my kids travel. I just don't. And even if you don't have the funds to do that, you have to understand that time is so important. Like, you gotta put in time with your kids. That's what really matters.
I feel like some guys feel like if they providing that they're a parent.
And that is so not true.
It's the time. I grew up dealing with that. Like, my daddy felt like because he provided and, he was out making money, how can I make money? Like, this is how I make my money. I got to be on go, 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 go. Yeah. But it's just like, when all of that is gone and, you're only left to be a parent, then what?
Right.
So, like, I do believe that time is everything. I just wish that everybody else felt that way.
Agreed.
So that we can stop damaging these kids. That's why they be acting out. Because parents ain't really being parents. They not paying attention to parents. Something that really just, like, give me chills to this day. It's that Oxford situation, how they was at that school and they let that little boy go back to class. I talk about that all the time. Because how, as a parent, you act like you just don't know what's going on with your kid.
I felt like that was a part of that. I felt like, come on now, that shit was too much of a coincidence. Dog just went and got a gun last week. Come on now.
I'm gonna text next time. Don't get caught looking for ammo.
Like, come on now. Like that, I ain't even hear that part. But it was just the whole situation just seemed real like iffy to me. Like,
yeah, it was very iffy. But also the principal and them teachers, y'all all was parents, and even if y'all not parents, y'all let this.
Y'all knew something was wrong.
Y'all knew something was wrong. Like, and it's just so sad because
people lost their lives.
Kids lost their lives.
Kids.
Parents had to bury kids. It's some kids that's never going back to school because they're completely traumatized. They not going to be able to experience prom, homecoming, stuff that you look forward to in high school. And I'm being chills now. Everywhere I go in Oakland County, I see pictures of them kids on windows. Like, you know, show your love and support for and it's just like, it's so sad because people not paying attention to their kids, or they want to be their kid friend, or they really not parents. Like, stop having these kids if, you know,
right.
And people that can't have kids is out here going through it because they can't have kids, but they want to be a bit, you know, a parent. Like, it's just not fair. Like, it's just not fair. Like, I know I went to Cass and I got into an argument. Well, we both went to Cass, but I got into an argument with somebody, like, and I wasn't even loud. It didn't even get that far, and we got suspended. Like, they called it emergency suspension. Like, so I know if they were suspending us 10 years ago over arguing, there's no way that little boy should have ever got sent back to class. Like,
yeah, true.
And that was a DPS school. Yeah. So if they're suspending for arguing in DPS.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact.
Man.
That's wild. Is there anything you want to tell the people? Let them close before we let them go?
Nope. The only thing I want to say is just make sure you follow me on Instagram, _Cort, CORT, the number 2, the letter U, __.
What you got working on next year?
I'm doing a video. I'm gonna be off for some time at the beginning of the year, but I'm doing a video January 1st. I got a single out already featuring Rtadorendaisy. It's called What You Like. It's streaming on every digital platform. So just fuck with me, and I know I'm hard for real. Look,
yeah, she got music, hair, lashes,
okay, everything. And the hustle just don't stop. And you said you shouted out in the salon. You wanna?
Yeah, it's Rich Vibes on 7 Mile Evergreen. You can't miss it. It's like in a strip plaza right next to Boost Mobile.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having
we
me.
Enjoyed you. Y'all know where to find us at RT.
What wine is this?
Oh yeah,
Eye Candy.
Black owned.
Yeah.
Black owned.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck with our boy Jay. He gonna get you together off the. He got champagne too. The champagne is really, really good.
Yeah, and it's not like you can drink it without no juice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It don't got no hard taste or nothing. It's real good.
Real good. Shout out to my boy Jay for the champagne and the wine.
Yeah, you can find us at Rtadorendaisy. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms.
Yes, and make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube. I'm gonna tell y'all that again at Rtadorendaisy and Daisy.